Highnesses, the Prince and Princess of Asturias, we're grateful, honored, and privileged. Your presence here is a powerful message and a very clear commitment of the consciousness of the entire Spanish nation as to the principles that we are promoting here. Thank you for taking time and being with us this morning. Excellency Minister Miguel Sebastián, you have been a driving force behind this. You and your team, my very good friend Joan Lasquida, Antonio Bernabé and all their teams have done a great job. We have established an excellent modus operandi, and we intend to continue along that path. Thank you for all your commitment and for your leadership. Vice President Antonio Tajani, since you assumed your responsibility in the European Union, we in the tourism sector have felt the breath of fresh air. You have certainly added a great deal of impetus, and we feel very refreshed and very encouraged by your emphasis and your encouragement to us in the tourism sector. Thank you, and thank all your team through you for all the good work that they have done for this forum. Ministros, ministras, embajadores, embajadoras, amigos, ladies and gentlemen, bienvenido a España, bienvenido a Madrid. It's a great privilege to be in Spain. And there is no better place to be celebrating our commitment than Madrid. And speaking of that, one must pay due tribute to the city of Madrid and to the authorities of Madrid for all the facilitations and all the help that they have given us to conduct this meeting. They have also been very, very forthcoming. Thank you, Madrid. Your Royal Highness, as we stand here to conclude this first International Congress on Ethics and Tourism, I must say that it has been a truly renowned success. It has been a success for many reasons. Tourism as such has been a topic that has captured the imagination of so many people in the last few decades. It has truly become, in this time and age, a central global phenomenon of fascination, promise, and optimism. As I was receiving Minister Sebastián at the entrance of this very wonderful museum, and we have to thank you for all the facilities you have given us here in Reina Sofia, the first thing he told me when I told him how beautiful the weather is was, the only good news in the economy is coming from your sector. So thank you, Minister. Thank you for the acknowledgement. But for years we have been talking about the growth, the future, and the good news coming from this industry, from this sector, the travel and tourism sector. And it truly was, and is, the fourth largest industry in the world, the fastest growing in the world. 1 out of 12 jobs in this world are created by the travel and tourism industry. $1 trillion will be collected in revenues in 1 year at the end of 2011, and almost 1 billion international travelers will cross borders in 2011. 5% of GDP, 30% of world exports and services. It's a big industry. But with big growth, there's big impact. And with big impact comes big responsibility. And today, we're here to say that we are aware, conscious, and ready to carry this responsibility. Today, we mark 10th anniversary of the approval of the Global Code of Ethics by the United Nations General Assembly in New York in 2001. And we remind ourselves of the commitment that we did as a travel and tourism community to making this world a better place. This has been a worthwhile cause. In the last 2 days, Your Royal Highnesses, we debated many things. Every conference and every forum in the world can be better in terms of content, in terms of structure, and in terms of focus. But the real success in what comes out of it in terms of commitment, follow-up, and looking towards the future. There is nobody that I could have thought should have been here that is not here. And that by itself is success, and it's a powerful message. So thank you all. from coming from so far away places from all over the world. And let me at this point, Your Royal Highnesses, just pay some tribute to some of the people that have contributed and come from so far away to be with us today. Over 400 participants are with us and have been with us for the last 2 days, representing over 60 countries. Tourism ministers from Burkina Faso, Mozambique, South Africa, Tanzania, Tunisia, Ecuador, Cambodia, Romania, the Flanders, and many, many others representing the public sector of many, many countries, members at the UNWTO have been with us. Hundreds of representatives from the private sector, from the NGOs, from the media, and from academia. All of those that felt they had a stake in this are with us. The quality of the debates were unequivocal. We all stressed on one very important issue. What we need now is action. We need to move forward. And the action has begun and will begin. We have forged alliances, we have had meetings, and we have agreed on many, many steps to come. This is the first ever time also that the private sector commits itself publicly and in front of the eyes of everybody and under the lights of the cameras to codes and commitments and responsibilities. 14 Spanish very big airline, hotel and tour operator institutions half an hour ago, 45 minutes ago, signed the commitments and are ready to shoulder their responsibility. Your Royal Highnesses, we should also be very grateful to some very particular individuals that have made this event happen. I must mention with great appreciation the role of UNICEF, Media Hotels International and Ética. And forgive me if I single them out because they have been shouldering the major, major responsibilities and commitments with us. Sebastián Esquerrer, Consuelo Crespo, and all the others, thank you so much. ECPAT, our longtime partners, ECPAT in Spain and ECPAT International, Anna, Sebastian, and Kathleen Speak, I thank you so much. The signature of the Memorandum of Understanding also between UNWTO and the Foundation ONCE and the European Network for Accessible Tourism has been also one of the flagships of this meeting. We must always remember that over 600 million people around the world are still experiencing some form of disability in their movement, in their ability to enjoy life. Life is there to be enjoyed. Travel is part of human need and is therefore part of human rights. And that's the only way we should think about it. And that must govern and control our responsibility toward every person, man, woman, child in this world, towards our industry. But this forum also went beyond the numbers. The challenge was ungendered and unguided growth of ungendered and unguided growth of the sector have taught us that some important, sobering lessons we cannot simply close the box on and turn the key on. We should face with great courage all what this industry is doing to people and their environment around them. It has been said that our industry has an impact on so many aspects of life, on the people, on jobs, on poverty, on the distribution of that income. But it also has affected the way people deal with each other. There have been very clear cases of exploitation, particularly to vulnerable groups, children and women. And we also heard in this meeting many, many messages that were connecting the role of our industry with human rights and this wave of democratic ambitions and legitimate aspirations. And our industry committed itself to be on the right side always. We cannot see neither the economic nor any other energy or force coming out of our industry being misused for anything that is counter human rights and human legitimate aspirations. Our responsibility toward the environment was also highlighted very clearly, both cultural environment and natural environment. All of this are in the core and in the heart of our responsibility. We have been hearing for a long time that the travel and tourism infrastructure can and is being misused to commit some of the most unacceptable, unconceivable crimes that human beings can think of in the 21st century, towards people and towards the environment. Let us make a commitment to turn every hotel room, every airline seat, every travel agency office, and every electronic site on tourism into a medium and a vehicle of transmitting messages of hope, awareness, and consciousness about where we want to be as an industry. Your Highnesses, thank you again for being with us. Muchas gracias.